Hello dear students. In today's video, hello dear students. Now I'm going to discuss with you all the real numbers. Okay, so you need to know what are real numbers. Real numbers are the ones that can be represented on the number line. All real numbers have a place on the number line. So real numbers are denoted by R. Now I'll draw the flow chart of real numbers so that you understand how the various kinds of numbers are related to each other. Now real numbers are divided into two kinds of numbers, rational and irrational numbers. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are the ones which can be put in the form of p by q such that p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Rational numbers are denoted by q. Now rational numbers are defined like this: p by q, p and q both are integers, q not equal to 0. Why do we say q not equal to 0? Because division by 0 is not defined. Now if you think of any number and if you divide it by 0, you won't get an answer. Suppose 3 divided by 0. Now when you are dividing 3 by 0, you have to think of a number such that when you multiply 0 with any number, you should get 3 as the answer. No such number exists. That is why we say that q should not be equal to 0. So rational numbers are all kinds of numbers like fractions, integers, everything, all inclusive. Because in case of integers, the denominator is 1. Now it's divided into rational numbers and irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Irrational numbers also have a place on the number line, right? Root 2, root 3, all such kind of numbers are called irrational numbers. Now, by looking at the decimal representation of a number, also we can find out whether that's rational or irrational. That I'm going to discuss later. Now, as I'm going to proceed with the flow chart. Now, rational numbers, how are they divided further? Means we are dealing with, we are making the flow chart, right? So, rational numbers are further divided into, we have over here two subdivisions of the rational numbers: integers which are denoted by z or I, right? And we have non-integer rational numbers. Non-integer rational numbers means the numbers which are in the form of p by q. Fractional numbers means fractions do not have a negative sign. Rational numbers do have a negative sign too. Okay, so non-integer rational numbers. So that is how we divide it, like 2 by 3, minus 3 by 5. All those are non-integer rational numbers. And integers which are denoted by z. Now, integers are further divided into two categories. Integers are negative integers. We have negative integers. All the negative, like minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, like that. And whole numbers. Whole numbers are what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Whole numbers start from 0 till infinity. Right? And whole numbers are further divided into 0 and natural numbers. Natural numbers are the counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, so on till infinity. Now whole numbers are denoted by W and natural numbers are denoted by N. So this is the general flow chart. So I hope this makes the concept clear how the numbers are divided. And all such numbers can be represented on the number line. All of them have a place on the number line. Now one more thing which I want you to explain here is the various categories. Like these numbers, they can be understood with the help of the various categories also. Like I can make a Venn diagram kind of a thing. Natural numbers are what? Natural numbers consist of 1, 2, 3 till in 1, 2, 3 which continues till infinity. Okay. And natural numbers plus 0. Natural numbers is contained inside whole numbers too. Okay. Natural numbers are contained inside the whole numbers too. So if we make whole numbers include all the natural numbers value plus 0. So whole numbers are what? 0, 1, 2, 3, so on so forth till infinity. Now integers, they include natural numbers as well as whole numbers. Means integers, they include the negative numbers, 0 as well as the positive numbers. So how do we represent integers in the form of a set? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, like this it goes on till infinity, right? It goes on till infinity that way. And then we have the rational numbers. Integers are included in the rational numbers as well, because all integers are also rational numbers. So rational numbers can be 5 by 3 in the form of a fraction. It can be decimal numbers, terminating decimal. It can be a recurring decimal, 0.3 bar, and so on and so forth. Right? Irrational numbers are numbers which do not satisfy any of these properties. Irrational numbers are root 3, pi, or any decimal number in the form of decimal number. The decimal representation of irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring, so on and so forth. It goes on till infinity. Now in terms of decimal representation, I hope this up till here the concept is clear. Now by looking at the decimal expansion of a number, we are able to make out whether the number is rational or irrational. Okay. So now the decimals can be of two types. Rather, it can be of three types. First, I'll draw the flowchart of decimals also. Decimals can be terminating. Terminating means what? The number is stopping, like 0.523. It has stopped over there. Then 2.357. 1. Now this is stopped. So all the terminating decimals will be actually rational numbers. These will all be rational numbers. You'll be able to put them in the form of p by q. And if it's non-terminating, then again it can be of two types. Non-terminating decimals. It can be recurring or it can be non-recurring. Now what is the meaning of recurring? Recurring decimals are the ones in which the digits keep on repeating, like 0.3 bar. What does this mean? 0.333, which goes on till infinity. We put a bar over the digit which keeps on getting repeated. Again, it can be, it's not necessary that only one digit repeats. It can be something like this, 0.125 bar. This means it is 0.12525. It goes on till infinity. So all these kinds of decimals, the recurring ones, they can also be put in the form of p by q. So they will also be rational numbers, right? But then there is one more kind of decimal, non-terminating, non-recurring. There is no recurrence. Non-recurring or non-repeating. Non-recurring means what? The digits, the decimal expansion of those, the digits do not repeat, and neither do they keep on, they do not repeat and they do not recur also. Like 1, 2, 5, 3, there is no repetition, so on and so forth. It keeps going on and on, but it does not repeat. So such kind of numbers are irrational numbers. So by looking at the decimal expansion of a number, you can make out whether the number is rational or irrational. So I hope this concept of rational and irrational numbers is clear to you all. For any query, you can write in the comment section below, and stay connected for many such useful videos related to mathematics. Thank you so much.